Hello. Are you going to do a little full moon yoga? Yeah, Stevie. You going to join us? Oh. I love you too. I love you too. Come here, Stevie. Come here, Stevie. Come over here. Come here. Hi. Okay, ready to do a little yoga. You ready? Okay. Hello and welcome. Stevie and I are ready to do a little full moon flow. This is going to be a yoga snack. We are going to get rolling and move some energy. I need to. It's the April full moon, also known as the pink full moon, the egg full moon, the Easter full moon, many, many names. But the Native Americans call the April full moon the pink full moon because of the beautiful flowers that would blanket the lands in springtime in the month of April. So we're going to get going with a quick warm up and then a nice little flow to honor the full moon, and then we will have a little meditation at the end. And I absolutely love Rumi, and one of his quotes about a full moon, he writes, escape from the black cloud that surrounds you. Then you will see your own light as radiant as the full moon. You will see your own light as radiant as the full moon, escaping from the black cloud around you. And, I don't know about you, but it's felt kind of heavy lately in the world. I also will recite a poem by Rosemerry Wahtola Trommer at the end so that we can go into some deep contemplative thought about grief, recovery from grief, learning how to love during the dark times. So with that, I will put this aside and we will read this as soon as we are ready for Shavasana and meditation time. So let's stand at the top of the mat. And so you will be facing me, and I'm just going to face straight to you as I want to do that here as we get started. We're starting standing up with your feet in Tadasana. So feet are about hip distance apart, soft knees, tailbone is heavy. Find a little movement through your core and your upper body. Roll those shoulders forward, up, back, and down. Hands to your sides. Maybe your palms are forward. And the apple under your chin so that you've got this beautiful long neck with the natural curves, lifting the crown up to the sky. Let's lift the toes up and down a few times. Just wake those up. Maybe squeeze your fingers a few times. And then we will go ahead and put the toes down. Close down your eyes. And let's tune in. Take a deep breath in and bring your hands to your heart. And maybe bow your head. And as you breathe here, dropping out of that ruminating mind into the deep, beautiful soul and your heart. Trusting your inward guide, yourself, your soul, your heart. And of course, plugging into your greater power, whatever that is for you. Softening your face, deepening your breath. And really focus on that inner listening, the inner soul, the breath, the heart. Let's take one more deep breath there. and exhale. Open those eyes. I love the full moon flows, and there are some variations, but they're pretty much the same. So what I've done for today's practice, it's just a yoga snack. We're going to get going pretty quickly, and we'll work hard, and then we'll come out of it. So the yoga moon flows, the Chandra Namaskar, salutes the phases of the moon as it seems to grow in shining the light, getting bigger and fuller. And this full moon has so much energy, and leading up to it and right out of it. And there's always energy, but there's just something about the full moon energy. So as I record this today, April 12th, 2025, today is the full moon. So let's bring our hands to our hearts, and you can do a full moon flow no matter what day you watch this. Take a deep breath in, reach and rise. Exhale, hands to the heart. Let's do that again. Inhale, reach and rise. Spread your fingers, pull your hips forward, lean back just a little bit. Exhale, hands come to the heart. Let's stretch the neck a few times, lower the chin, roll the right ear towards the right shoulder, and the left ear, left shoulder, and bring down, and then rise back up and take a deep breath in again, and exhale, hands to the heart. So with the full moon flow, it's easier for me if I teach with my back to you, so I apologize, but you'll be seeing my backside a few times. All right, here we go. Inhale, reach and rise. Exhale, hands come to the heart. Bend your knees, take a few pelvic floor stirs, and then reverse, other direction. And then hold your hands, palms together, and then take the backs of the hands. Kind of give your wrists a little warm-up swirl. Tone your core, tailbone is heavy, squeeze, and reverse through the wrists. And then roll the shoulders, full range of motion a few times, and then reverse. And you might feel some scrunchies and hear some scrunchies in there. Beautiful. All right, reach and rise, big breath in. Exhale over to your left, just a gentle turn over to the left. Inhale, rise. Exhale, gentle bend over to the right. Inhale, reach and rise. Exhale, hands come to the heart. Inhale, reach and rise. Exhale over to the left, gentle bend. Inhale, reach and rise. Exhale over to the right. Inhale, reach and rise. Reach those arms. Take your right foot and step back into crescent lunge. Right foot steps back, so you're on the right ball of the foot. Take a big, deep breath in. And then exhale, turn all the way to the right long edge of the mat. Turn both toes out, both heels in. Soften your knees a little, shoulders down. Reach out into five-pointed star. So hands are straight out from your shoulders. Take a big breath in here. Exhale, sink down into goddess, also known as fierce angel. Take the knees wide. Keep pulling the knees away from one another. Take a deep breath in and rise up into shooting star. This time the arms go up. As you exhale, palms down and take five-pointed star to the back wall. So turn your right toes to the right. Left toes are turned in. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, reach, reach, reach to the right, to the very back of the mat, and then drop your right hand, lift your left, and take Trikonasana, triangle. And you can modify. You can use your block. You can stay up at your knee. You can take it all the way down if you like. Take a deep breath in here. Exhale, turn and face that leg. Pop the back leg up for pyramid, Parsvottanasana. Holding the chest as close to the thigh as you can. Take a deep breath in here. Exhale, sink that left knee down. Take Anjaneyasana. Roll up, rise up into low lunge. Lift your heart. Find your soul. Pull it forward and up. Take a deep breath in here. And then exhale. Face that long edge of your mat again, and then take Skandasana to the back end of the mat. Now you can take a high Skandasana where you support way up high, or you can sink low if your knees will allow, and stay active in your left toes, maybe lifting your left arm for flying monkey, part of a Skandasana modification. Big breath here. Exhale, travel to the top of the mat. Same thing. high skandasana supported, or take full skandasana and or full flying monkey with the right arm up to the sky, right toes are active. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, plant the right hand back down, turn towards the top of the mat, sink the right knee down, low lunge, Anjaneyasana, reach the arms up to the sky, sink the hips forward, lift the heart, breathe, big breath in. Exhale, plant the hands, pop up into pyramid, so take the legs straight, they're not locked, but they're straight, chest towards the thigh. You can also use a block if you like. You can go fingertips. Sometimes it's nice to make a big stretch by taking a kind of a puppy pose back towards your thigh. Take a deep breath in here. Exhale, plant the left hand on the inside of the left foot. Reach your right arm up to the sky for pyramid. Parsvatanasana. All right, bend the knees slightly, shear up through the core, rise up and take 5-pointed star, toes out, heels in. Take a nice deep breath in here. Exhale, swing the left arm under, face the back of the mat into a crescent lunge, and then step up into Tadasana. Take a deep breath in. Exhale over to the left. Inhale. Exhale over to the right. Inhale. And exhale, hands to the heart at the back of the mat, Tadasana. Close your eyes, lift your toes, squeeze your butt, lift your kneecaps, and then rest your hands down for a couple of breaths. Beautiful. Bring the hands back to the heart, open those eyes. We'll head back. Inhale, reach and rise, big breath in. Exhale, reach back. Inhale, straight up. Exhale over to the right. Inhale, rise. Exhale over to the left. Inhale, rise. Exhale, step left foot back into crescent lunge. Strong arms, powerful legs. Big breath in. Exhale, open up to 5-pointed star, toes out, heels in, soften your knees, tall crown of head, big breath. Exhale, sink to goddess or fierce angel. This time, lift your heels if you like. Maybe one, then the other, maybe both. Big breath in. Exhale, sink those heels, rise up to shooting star. Inhale, big breath in. Exhale, 5-pointed star, everything towards the front, top of the mat. Big breath in. Exhale, reach, 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 and take Trikonasana. Right arm up, left arm down. Keep those hips square. Take a deep breath. Exhale, look down and take pyramid. Pop that back leg up and in a little bit if that feels better for your hips. Big breath in. Exhale, down we go. Right knee down, rise up to Anjaneyasana. Whatever hands you like. Maybe you take a bind up there, sink low, big breath. Exhale, plant those hands, take Skandasana high or low to the top of the mat. You decide, yogi's choice. Reach that arm up if you're taking a crooked monkey. Keep that right foot active, pull those toes up. Big breath. Exhale, travel all the way to the back of the mat. Take it a high or low Skandasana. Left toes are active, reach that arm up, take a deep breath in. Exhale, turn and face the back of the mat. Sink the left knee down, Anjaneyasana at the back of the mat. Sink the hips forward, lift the heart, big breath. Exhale, hands down, pop up that back leg. Take your pyramid posture, stretching that right hamstring, using the arms where you feel best. Big breath. Exhale, plant the right hand down, lift the left arm up for pyramid. Trikonasana, triangle. Take a big breath in. Exhale, bend the knees a little, rise up to 5-pointed star, turning out the left toes, the right toes. 5-pointed star, let's take palms down. Big breath in here. Exhale, sink to goddess. Inhale, shooting star up. And then swoop the right arm under and take crescent lunge to the top of the mat. And then big breath in, take yourself to the top for Tadasana. Inhale, reach and rise. Big stretch over to the right. Inhale, reach and rise. Exhale, over to the left. Inhale, reach and rise. Exhale, hands to the heart. And then relax down for a moment and just roll your shoulders. Find your breath. Maybe grab yourself a drink if you need it. All right. All right, now we're going to do a little vinyasa flow with a couple other little fun little parts. Inhale, reach and rise, big breath. Exhale, forward fold, sink down, hold your forward fold. Just let yourself hang there, ragdoll, let your neck be heavy. Let's plant then the right hand in the center, lift up your left arm and open up to the left. Now sink your right knee. And then bring down your left hand, sink your left knee, reach up with the right arm, little twist here, big twist here. And then bring your hand back down. Bend both knees, reach and rise all the way up to standing tall Tadasana, extended mountain. And then exhale, sit into Utkatasana chair. All right, now option here to swing the arms behind, reach as though you're taking airplane. And then if you want to take diver's pose, lift the heels as you sink your chest. Reaching, balancing, stretching, owning it. Beautiful. Sink those heels down, rise all the way back up to extended mountain. Take it back to cactus. Inhale, rise. Exhale, swoop all the way down to standing forward fold. Inhale up to half lift. Exhale, fold, and step back to plank, high plank or knees, yogi's choice. And take a vinyasa flow. Shift forward first. Bring yourself down and then up to the back bend of your choice. And then we'll meet in down facing dog. When you find your down dog, stay here for 2 breaths. Let your head be heavy, hips are high. Knees do not have to straighten. Beautiful. All right. Float the right leg all the way up to the sky. Lift it way up there. And take 1 knee to nose. So big breath. Exhale, knee to nose. Puff up through your back. Take it back up to 3-legged dog. And exhale, step to right thumb. Rise up to warrior 1. So you're making sure your left outside edge of your left foot is all the way down. Take a deep breath in here. Exhale, sweep the arms behind you, interlace the fingers, and then rise up and take a very peaceful warrior, lifting your heart, staying heavy in your right heel and your right knee. Big breath here. Exhale, bring it all the way down to humble warrior. Right shoulder on the inside of the right knee. Bring your arms up and over. Humble warrior. Getting ready for half moon. Plant your right hand out. Balance between the right hand and the right foot. Toss your left foot behind you. You can use your blocks here if you like. If it's available, lift up your left arm. Find what works the best for you. Option for full moon, grab that left ankle, push into the left hand, take your full moon. Big breath here. All right, listen up. Step way back to crescent lunge, left ball of foot, arms up high. And listen up, we're stepping up to 1-legged mountain. So you can go boop, boop, boop with your back leg a few times, or just one big lift, hands to the heart. And then take tree. So take that left foot on the inside of the right thigh. Maybe you grow your branches. And finally, bring the knee back to the center. Grab your left big toe with your peace fingers of your right hand. Extend that left leg in front. Reach the left arm behind. For more of a balance challenge, look left. Big breath here. Exhale, step into mountain, hands at the heart. Sink to chair, Utkatasana. Sweep your arms back to airplane, lift your heels for diver. Big breath in. Exhale this time, take it to forward fold, sink the heels. Step, hop, or jump back to plank and take your vinyasa flow, and we will meet in down facing dog. Finding yogis, down dog, and breathing. One more big breath here. Whoosh. Lots of reverie for this practice, I'll tell you. Big breath in. Exhale, sweep the left leg all the way up to the sky. One knee to nose, inhale. Exhale, knee to nose. Back up we go. And step to left thumb. Rise up, warrior one, planting the right knife edge of the foot. Big breath. Exhale, sweep the hands behind. This time put the other thumb on top. Pull the heart forward and then take nice, peaceful warrior by lifting the heart, pulling down with those knuckles. Big breath in. Exhale, take, what is this? Humble warrior, thank you. Humble warrior. If the hands can come up and over, great. All right. Take that left hand down, toss the right leg up for Ardha Chandrasana, half moon. If it's available, reach the right arm up. Point the toes if you like. Maybe you bend and grab that right ankle and push into your right hand with your right, push into your right hand with your right foot. Full moon. Big breath here. Exhale, step way back to crescent. So ball of right foot, arms up. Lift the heart. All right, getting ready for one-legged mountain. You can go boop, boop, boop. That's a technical term. Or you can take it in one swoop. Hands to the heart. Hold there, breathe. Tree pose. Bring that right bottom of the foot into left inner thigh. Or wherever you like. Grow your branches if that's available. And then release that right foot. Grab the right toes with left peace fingers or wherever you can. And reach that leg out in front, reach the right arm behind. Maybe look over to the right. And then when you can, step down into Tadasana. Regroup, stand up tall. Exhale, sink down into chair, reach those arms up, sit way back. Big inhale here. Sweep the arms back to airplane, maybe lift the heels to diver. Yogi's choice. Big breath in. Exhale, rise back up to tall, extended mountain. Lift those arms, exhale, hands to the heart. And we'll take another flow. Inhale, reach and rise. Gentle bend back. Exhale, float all the way down. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, take a vinyasa flow. Yogi's choice. And we'll meet in down facing dog. Breathing here. Allowing the body to move that energy, moving that black cloud. Walk your hands to the back of the mat, heel toe your feet away from one another, way wide off the mat, toes out, heels in. Find your yogi squat. Hips down, maybe you push out into those knees, those thighs. Lift your heart, drop your tailbone. See if you can keep your feet nice and flat, keep breathing. So the more of these I do, the better my hips get. And it's hard to do because when your hips hurt, you don't want to do these. And so I've been just kind of slowly building up to this, but the more of these I do, like I do these every day now, and my hip that has been getting worse for a couple of years is actually starting to get better. This is where it's at right here. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, sink down with the head and the hands, heel toe the feet back together. Walk your hands out into a plank. Hold your plank. Stay very powerful and strong. Now, push into your heels, using your hands, pull the crown of your head forward. So you're actually pulling your feet and your hands toward one another to create fire. All right, take it over onto the right hand and take a side plank. So you're twisting onto the right outside edge of your foot, the left inside. Take a deep breath here. Exhale, take it back to plank. Inhale, and take it to the left side plank. Modify by dropping a knee if you really need to. Big breath in here. Exhale, back to plank. Hold, one breath. Exhale, sink down. Let's actually sit on the feet for a moment. Catch your breath and grab a drink first, and then we're going to go to child's pose. But I want to kind of get our breath back under control for a moment. Take and interlace your hands behind your back. Pull your heart forward. Lift up with your palms. Pull down with your shoulders. Lift up the crown of your head. Squeeze your thighs together. Make yourself tall just because you're squeezing all your muscles. Take your right arm up, grab your right elbow, pull back and gently stretch the right triceps. And then stretch through the right shoulder by pulling across. And let's get the other side. Left elbow, pull it back. I like to guide the middle finger down the middle of the spine and pull the elbow. Keep it close to your head. Pull it back. And then gently pull across. Stretch. And now let's take child's pose. Knees wide, feet together. Sink back. Forehead on the ground. Roll the forehead back and forth. And let's take prayer behind the head. And breathe. Removing the dark cloud. Your own light is radiating as bright as the full moon. One more breath here. Beautiful. So today's practice was just a quickie. So we're going to go right into Shavasana. I want to read this poem to you and read the quote by Rumi again. And that's where we will end our practice. So let's roll over onto our backs first and just pull in the knees and give yourself a little massage by circling around a few times, opening things up. And then settle in, pulling the knees in, and take yogi's choice. Like maybe you want to do a shoulder stand, or maybe you would like to do a little happy baby. Maybe you want to take a bridge. And maybe you sink both the knees over to the right and take a spinal twist over to the left. Whatever you want, maybe switch sides. Again, this is just yogi's choice for these final stretches here. And then settle in wherever it feels comfortable for you. Like maybe you want to take a supported bridge with the knees together. Maybe you want feet together, knees apart for Baddha Konasana, reclined Baddha Konasana. And that can be your Shavasana. Or maybe you want to take a traditional Shavasana. So while you find that perfect spot, and you can still be just, moving if that was what feels good in your body today. I'm taking a few more postures that just feel really delicious and juicy in your body this morning, or today, whatever time of day it is for you. I'm going to read this beautiful poem by Rosemerry Wahtola Trommer. She also lost her son to suicide very tragically, and she is a beautiful writer, and her poetry is the alchemy for her, this way for her to process her grief, and her words just resonate with me so deeply. I hope they resonate with you too. So wherever you are, hopefully you're settled into your Shavasana. I'm going to read this poem, and then I will read the Rumi quote one more time, and then I'll be quiet for a moment and I'll call you out when we're done. Rosemerry asks the question, how do we love in tough times? And the title of this poem is What I Know of Love When Times Are Dark. And if you can't find a candle, then light the wick of your wonder. And if you can't find your wonder, then now might be a good time to pray. And if you don't know how to pray, then perhaps you are doing it right. What do I know of prayer? Only that every prayer that has saved me is a prayer that has found me instead of the other way around. A prayer that comes through me as if I am nothing more than flesh in service to a prayer. And if there is a candle, then light it. And if there is a candle, ask it to be your teacher. And if there is a candle, notice how far its light can reach. See if you, too, can touch the world as generously as a candle, just that far, holding back not even the tiniest measure of love. Rosemerry Wahtola Trommer. And the Rumi quote that I started with today. Rumi is the 13th century poet that I love his words. They're so healing. He writes, "Escape from the black cloud that surrounds you. Then you will see your own light as radiant as the full moon." And I just think that is so beautiful for today's full moon, or wherever the moon is when you watch this. Wherever your life is, whatever state you're in right now. I hope these words resonate with you so much as they resonate with me. Escape from the black cloud that surrounds you. Then you will see your own light as radiant as the full moon. So as those words really sink in and they marinate inside your soul, please breathe. Enjoy, relax, and I'll call you out in just a moment. Take a nice, deep, delicious, healing breath in and let it go. Let's do that again. Deep breath in. Let it go. And then draw your knees into your chest, and as you do that, wriggle around with your wrists and your fingers and your ankles and your toes. And then slink over to one side into that fetal position and just find yourself there heavy in the fetal position, breathing with your knees curled up into your chest and your bottom arm serving as a pillow to hold you there safely, beautifully. And then as you're ready, bring yourself up to a seated position. Whatever position feels good in your body right now, let's bring our hands to the hearts. Maybe bow your head. I love what Rosemerry wrote about the prayers that have really meant something to her were the ones that came to her. They weren't the ones that she said. I know how many times I've forced what I wanted to say or read something and it kind of resonated, but not really. And then it's when those words come and get you. They come and find you, kind of like yoga came and found you. So I hope whatever you do for the rest of your day, evening, morning, life, that you take your yoga off your mat into the world with love, grace, constantly getting out from under the black cloud and seeing your beautiful own light shining as brightly as that full moon. And opening my eyes and bowing in reverie to you. Thank you, my friend. I love you. Thanks for being here. Namaste.